Good morning students. Today's session I would like to discuss about decision making and leadership. Decision making and leadership. From this topic we are going to second unit. We started second unit. What is decision making? What is decision making? How leaders take decisions in different situations? How decision making is essential to each and every organization? How decision making is very essential to leadership? Why decision making is a important ability to leaders? So to know about these all things, we discuss decision making and leadership. Leaders with a well-developed decision-making ability can make quality influences and quality influence among members. And leaders with a well-developed decision-making ability can make quality influence choices from number of options. So, in decision-making, if decision-making is a science, the judgment is a art. If decision making is a science, the judgment is art. This is a well-known proverb. Because decision making is a science. Because we have different alternatives. We have different alternatives. Among different alternatives, we can have an art to select the best one. So decision making is a science. In this, decision making is a science, then the judgment is a art. While we take a decision, we have several alternatives. From several alternatives, we took the right choice. With the right alternative, we make right decision. So here students, unsuccessful leaders, who are the unsuccessful leaders, take decisions by the use of current situations. Unsuccessful leaders always make decisions by using current situations. The successful leaders who are the successful leaders make decisions with their efficient qualities. Successful leaders make decisions where they are needed, where they are need to be, where they are want to be. So here decision making is a important job to each and every leader. Decision making is a important job to every leader or manager. So a decision is selection from among different alternatives. A decision is the selection of the entire process of decision making involves establishing goals, establishing goals, So entire organization works towards to achieving a goal. Every organization works towards to achieving a particular goal or completing a particular project. So here establishing goals. Decision making, the entire process of decision making involves establishing goals. When an organization processes here leader mustly establish his goals to his employees and subordinates. So how to achieve our goals? How to put work process to attaining certain goals. So here the next one is defining tasks. Defining tasks. Defining tasks. Which type of task or which type of work done by people, subordinates, employees to achieve certain goals. When we establish a goal, then we started work towards achieving a goal. So compulsory leader define the task by the help of decision making. So next one is searching for different alternatives. Searching for different alternatives. Here, when we establish goals, then define tasks. The task can be, we search for different alternatives, how to do tasks, how to complete our tasks. So next one is defining jobs. Defining jobs. Which person is suitable for different job? Which person is suitable for different category? Here, developing plans also very important here. Developing plans. So after establishing goals, defining tasks, searching for different alternatives, defining a particular job, particular person to the particular job. So all developing plans. Developing plans. We must develop our plans. How to achieve goal. Plan towards how to achieve our goal. So decision making is very essential thing to each and every individual. Leaders always making decisions. Then they think about what to do or what not to do in a particular thing or in a particular situation. It is the decision making process. So here, students, what are the different characteristics of decision making? Decision making is rational thinking. Why? Because decision making is choosing a particular choice from different alternatives. Choosing a particular one, choosing a right one, choosing a particular choice from different alternatives. So here, decision making is compulsory rational thinking. Rational thinking. Thinking towards which is suitable to particular problem. Which is suitable to solving particular problem in a particular situation. And selecting the best from different alternatives. Selecting the best choice from different alternatives. Here, decision making is selecting best choice from different alternatives. And the third one is end product. Decision making is end product. Why? Because decision making is end product. Preceding decision making, there is so many discussions and deliberations. Preceding decision making. We may discuss about several things and we may collecting much more information. We may asking different people what is right thing or what is not right thing to the particular thing, particular problem, and it is decision making is an end product. Preceding decision making, there may be so many discussions and deliberations. And decision making aims at achieve organizational goals. Decision making aims at achieving organizational goals. Decision making is always towards
decision making aimed at achieving organizational goals. The leader and his followers always aimed at organizational goals. So here, every leader working towards organizational goals. So here, decision making is aimed at organizational goals, whether about organizational profits, increasing of sales and increasing of production. So decisions are taken towards organizational goals for increasing name and fame and organizational goodwill. Decision making involves certain commitment. Management also committed to particular goals. So decision making involves certain commitment. It is influenced by past experiences. Decision making influenced by past experiences and present conditions and future expectations. Here, past, present, future. Decision making influenced by past experiences. Influenced by past experiences and past experiences and present conditions. Influenced by past experiences and present conditions and future expectations also. Here, when we want to take a decision, we collect some information from past experiences and put into action in present conditions, and it is useful to future expectations. Clear? So here, decision making use past, present, future actions also. With the help of past experiences, we may get some information, we may get some alternatives, we may get some choices, we may get some collective information which is useful to making decisions. And present expectations. How present expectations? With the help of past information, we may put actions. We may put actions in present situations, and these all are useful to present expectation, future expectations. Here, what is the importance of decision making? What is the importance of decision? Students, I would like to explain what is the importance of decision making. What is the importance of decision making? Importance of decision making. With the help of decision making, organization may solve different type of problems. Effective decision making will be effective decision making will be effective decision making will make effective results. So here, what is the importance of decision making? What is the importance of decision making? The first importance is better utilization of resources. Better utilization of resources. So better utilization of resources. Organization has much more resources like land, labor, human resources and other things, capital. So here, so many resources containing in organization. So how to utilize these resources in a better way? How to utilize these resources in the best form? So increasing how to utilize these resources to achieving best profits to the organization. Here decision making is very useful. So to better utilization of resources. With the help of effective decision making, we know how to use resources in different situations and how to utilize different resources in different conditions. So decision making is useful in better utilization of resources. And coming to the next one, facing problems and challenges. Facing problems and challenges. Facing problems and challenges. Here, organization may include with so many challenges, so many problems. In organization decisions, there may be occur so many problems and so many challenges. How to resolve them? How to resolve conflicts. How to resolve conflicts or problems or different challenges. How to resolve problems in a correct manner, in a correct way. How to dare about challenges. How to encourage our employees to take different challenges. How to take challenges in better way. Here decision making is very important to facing problems, because when a problem arises, we may solve this. When a problem arises, we want to solve the problem in a best way. When a challenge is occurred in organizations, we may face the challenges in better way. So, to facing problems or getting challenges in organization, decision making is a crucial thing. And coming to the next one, business growth. Business growth. So every organization wants to be a number one position, number one organization in the society. Every organization wants to make their profits in effective way, makes their production in effective way. To getting profits is only thing for every business organizations. Business is a commercial activity. So business organizations always want to getting a good position in the society. And business organizations always wants to better utilize their resources. And business organization always want to facing different problems and challenges in a different manner and in a correct way to resolve them. And also all business organizations wants to be growth, wants their growth. So every business wants to grow up. So when business organization wants to grow in society, they may take correct decisions. So when business organizations have efficient leaders to make efficient decisions in different situations, they may grow up very positively. They may grow up very healthy conditions. So coming to the next one, achieving objectives. Achieving objectives. Every business organization or every individuals have some objectives. When we want to achieve our objectives in a correct manner, we may make decisions properly. When we make proper decisions to the proper problems, when we make proper decisions to the proper challenges, we may get success in our life, in our organization. So business leaders always trying to achieving objectives of the organizations. They working towards to the achieving organization goals. The business leaders and the employees working towards to achieving a common goal. Which is the common goal? Either profit or goodwill of the organizations. So here achieving objectives is very important job to every business leader. So here business leaders always make right decisions to achieving their business objectives, or business leaders always want to achieve their objectives by correct manner in correct decisions, in taking correct by taking correct decisions. So next, coming to the next one, increasing efficiency. Increasing efficiency. So by the use of different development programs and by the use of different coaching guidance, we must increase our efficiencies, our organizational employees efficiencies, and also our self efficiencies. Business leader always working in a efficient way. Business leaders always works towards to achieving business goals in a correct way. So here increasing efficiency is very important to every organization and every business leader. So increasing efficiency is only done by leaders. So business leaders, when making correct decisions by business leaders, they may increase their efficiencies. So in a different situations, we may get different problems. So when efficiencies are increased, efficiencies are increased level. So there may be chance to resolve problems and by the making right decisions. So coming to the next one, facilitates innovation. Facilitates innovation. Innovation. What is meant by innovation? Implementation of new things, new machinery or anyone. Innovation means implementation of new things or new machineries or anything. So it facilitates innovation. When making right decisions or when we identify the importance of decision making, here it facilitates innovations. When business leaders think innovatively, then they may apply innovative things in their organizations. They may use innovative ways to solve different problems. They may use innovative ways in solving their problems. So decision making facilitates innovations. Decision making facilitates innovation. When we get innovative things in our organization, we may resolve several conflicts and several problems towards reaching our organization goals. So coming to next one, motivates employees. Motivates employees. We already discussed in previous classes, leader mustly motivate their employees. So motivation is very important to each and every individual. So leader correctly motivate his employees or subordinates. Leader efficiently motivate his subordinates. He may get efficient things from his subordinates. When subordinates or employees working towards to achieving organization goals in effective manner, they may give right work to the leader. So it is useful to getting good success in organization. So decision making motivates. Decision making is useful. Decision making is important to motivate employees. By motivating employees, leaders may get success in the organization. And coming to next one. Students, here I would like to explain about what is the process of decision making. What is the process of decision making? What is the process of decision making? So here I already told that decision making is very important to each and every organization. Leaders always making decisions in different situations, for different problems, solving different problems. What are the steps of decision making? The first step of decision making is defining the problem or identifying the problem. Defining the problem or identifying the problem. Before going to solve the problem, firstly we identify what is the problem. What is the problem? Why it is arise? What is the problem? Why the problem arises? So we know decision making is very important. So here, what are the steps involved in process of decision making. What are the steps involved in process of decision making? The first step in decision making is defining the problem. Firstly, you must identify the problem. The problem arises from what, from where, for why. Firstly, you must identify the problem. Then only we solve it. So, defining the problem or identifying the problem or diagnosing the problem. When we find out what is the problem, why it arises, from where it is come, then we make a step 2. Step 2. Defining the problem and step 2. Facing problem and challenges. Facing problem and challenges. Facing problem and challenges. When we define problem, where the problem is come, from where the problem is arises, then we take a step 2, facing problem and challenges. How to face problems and how to face challenges. We may get different alternatives for the problem from the relevant information from our customers or our subordinates or our employees. By gathering of these all information, we get some alternatives, different alternatives. Among different alternatives, we get a choice to resolve the problem, how to face the problem, how to challenge the problem, how to solve the problem. And next,
the next step in decision making is developing different alternatives and course of action. Developing different alternatives and courses of action. Here, the third step in decision making is developing different alternatives and courses of action. So, by collecting information, the leader may get some different alternatives to different problems, different alternatives to one problem. So, from the different alternatives, we may develop the alternatives to the problem. So, here by collecting information, we may get much more information, much more feedback to our problem, to make solutions to our problem. So, here I want to give an example. There may be a problem of selling goods to a organization. Here three alternatives are there. The first one is selling through wholesalers. The second one is selling through retail selling through directly to their customers by the help of their sales representatives. So, here the organization may choose which is suitable to the organization. Here organization get three alternatives. So, here organization always develop these three alternatives and choose which is suitable to the organization, which is right thing to the organization, which will be make organization as a profitable organization, which will be make organization as a good goodwill, getting in goodwill, which make goodwill to the organization. So, developing different alternatives and courses of action is very important in decision making. Students, firstly we define the problem and analyze the problem. How to analyze? What is the problem? Why to arise it? From where it is occurred or arised. And next, developing different alternatives for the problem. Different alternatives, from where different alternatives get? From some informations which are related to the problem, which are related to suitable to the problem. So here we develop different alternatives by organizational views, by organizational manner, by the way of the style of leadership. Leader always wants to be successful leader, and leader always wants to put his organization as a successful organization. So leader always take right decisions. And coming to next step, solutions for the best, selecting best solutions for the course of action. Selecting best solutions for the course of action. Selecting best course of actions for the solutions. Here, when we develop different alternatives for different different alternatives towards a problem, different alternatives towards resolving conflicts in problems. So here, selecting best course of action for the solutions is very important in decision making. So we select the best course of actions for the solutions. With different alternatives, we may achieve different solutions for the problem, but we may select which solution is suitable for the present problem, which solution is suitable for the present situations, which solution is suitable for the organizational structure, organizational size, and which solution is put into action in easily. So we may select which is the best solution for each and every problem. And here we may, Coach O'Donnell says that an effective leader always tries to selecting best course of actions from three ways. One is experience. Experience makes men perfect. The leader's experience useful when steps in decision making, when taking decisions. The leader's experience used in when leader wants to selecting best course from different alternatives. Leader experience useful in taking decision. So here leader's experience always makes him as a best leader. So next one is experimentation. Leader always make experimentations to the problems. And what will be success? What experimentations will get good results? What experimentations may lose the organizational profits? So here leader must always dare to make experimentations with the uses of his experience. The experimentations also in a right way, right manner. The next one is research and analyzing the problem. And here the next one is research and analysis. Coach O'Donnell says that an effective leader must select best course of actions from three ways. The first one is experience, through his experience, through leader's experience, through experimentations, by the way of different experimentations, by using his experiences, by using his skills and by using his abilities. And the third one is research and analysis. Leader always researches for different solutions to the problems and analyze them. How to useful to organization. Analyze the problem. How problems are creating different tasks. How problems are, how to educate with these problems our employees. So here we may, the leader may always try to selecting best course of action for the solutions. And coming to next step, or implementation of decision. Implementation for decision. Here, firstly, defining problem, analyzing the problem and developing different alternatives and different courses of action and selecting the best course of action and selecting the best alternative. Then we implement our decision. Here we get different alternatives for one problem. We may choose one best solution, best alternative to the problem. We may get the best alternative to the problem. Then we implement the decision. Then our decision will be put into the action. Here our decisions will be put into action. When our decision will be put into action, we analyze how the decisions are implemented, how the decisions are working, how the decisions are useful to the organization, how we take decisions in different situations. Following up the decision. Taking right ways, taking right choices, taking right alternatives for different problems is not only sufficient. And when we take a decision, when we define a problem and analyze the problem and developing different alternatives and selecting best courses to the problem and implement the decision, then we make follow up the decision. We compulsory follow up the decision, because we may put efforts to follow up the problem, how to the decision will be implemented. We may get information about how our decisions are working, how our decisions are working towards to achieving organizational goals, how our decisions are useful to the organization. Our decisions are correct or not. Our decisions are useful to the organization or not. Our decisions leads to our organization towards to success or not. Here we compulsory follow up the decision, how the actions are done, how the works will be doing by our employees or followers. So here we compulsory follow up the decision. These are the 6 steps in decision making. Please write down, students, what are the step 1 is defining the problem. Defining the problem. Step 2 is analyzing the problem. How to analyze? Analyze in correct way. How to analyze? And next one, developing different alternatives and courses of action. Different alternatives and courses of action. And next one, selecting best course of action for the solutions. Selecting best courses of action for the solutions. And next one, implementation for decisions. Implementation of decisions. And next, coming to next one, follow up the decision. In this total 6 points, the final one, following up the decision is very important. When we complete to 5th step, when we complete all these five steps, ignoring a follow up the decision is make us as failure leader. So compulsory when our actions are put into, when we acts are put into action, when our decisions are put into action, we must follow up them, and we must take feedbacks, frequent feedbacks to the follow up decisions. We must take frequent feedbacks from follow up decisions. These are the 6 points in decision making. So coming to what are the Disadvantages from decision making. What are the disadvantages from decision making? So decision making is very essential to every organization and every leader. I already told that leaders always thinking about what is doing or what is not doing towards a particular thing. And decision making is rational thinking. Decision making is rational thinking. Here, what are the problems or what are the disadvantages in making decisions or decision making process? The first one is carelessness of managers or carelessness of leaders. Here, one must carefully observing the decision making process. When leader not paying interest or not paying his abilities in taking decisions, there may be chance to failure. So leaders careless will be the one of the disadvantage of decision making process. And second type of disadvantage is inefficiencies or incapabilities of our individuals or team members. When leader makes a good decisions or when leader makes right things, but the follow up is not in a proper way. So here the followers of the leader or the which are employees of the organization are not following or not obey leaders' decisions or not correctly working with the effective decisions of the leader. So it is the one of the failure of decision making. So the next failure to decision making is alternate course of action. We are already talking about alternate course of action. Alternate course of action is very difficult because alternate course of action means selecting different, getting information from different persons. In we paying our total experiences, we are getting some information from different individuals. The information is in the information collecting in a right way will make us right decision maker. The information collecting in right manner will make us right decision maker. When the information is wrong, our alternative courses of actions will not be worked. So alternative course of action based on the information from different alternatives or different sources of action. So different sources are giving right decision to us. When we make a good decision, then we will make a good decision. But there is no chance to correct information. There may be a choice to failure. So this is the failure to or disadvantage of decision making. Thank you students, all the best.